What is up, guys? This is the kid DZD, aka the Drink King, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios. Once again, thank you guys for checking out the video. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to show you how to make some bouncy style beats for an artist like DaBaby. We all know him for having a distinct particular style of rapping, how he makes his lyrics fit around the bounce of a beat. I'm going to show you how to create beats just like that for somebody who wants to have that same exact feel. I'm going to drop my own little flair on it just to give it a nice little groove and make sure that everything still fits that flow that he has. So without saying too much, let's jump inside the MPC software. We're gonna pull up a blank project and we're gonna create a DaBaby beat from scratch. A DaBaby beat. Let's do it. Okay, the technique to making these type of beats, the concept is just make sure you leave space for the bounce. That is the concept. I'm going to show you what I mean. And all of the tracks we create, you're going to see that whole entire flavor as we do it. Just make sure you leave space for the bounce in the melodies, in the drum patterns. That way the bounce can actually happen. So I'm going to show you as we create the track. So let's come up with a very, very simple melody. We're going to freestyle this. This isn't going to take too long because these beats are very, very simple. We're just going to come up with something on the fly. Let's do it. There you go. That's our little simple melody right there. This is what I mean by leaving space for the bounce. Look at all the space here. We have space in between here. We have space here. We have space for the actual bounce to occur. Let's grab these notes and move them down an octave. That's awesome. That's amazing. And this is just a simple melody that you need just to kind of get the bounce going. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put this back at 1. I'm going to hit Control A to copy the notes, hit Control C, and then I'm going to right bracket over, hit Control V to paste the notes to the next track. And we're going to find an instrument to go with this track to kind of layer over our first melody. Okay, I kind of like this one right here, the Kang in the Link Vibes VST. Check it out. It kind of gives us a little bit of what we need. I'm going to drop some saturation on it as well. This is going to give us a nice little pop out. All right, I have this sound, this pad right here in the gold bars VST. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead on and drop just some nice hits in between the bounce. Remember, we're leaving space. We're letting the bounce happen. So as this plays, I'm going to drop some hits in between that. Check it out. Okay, now we're gonna put the melody on the track. I have this bell sound in lethal. Okay, and again, spacious, leave room for the bounce. Let's do it. Look at all the space in between. All of the space we have. Make sure you leave room for the bounce. Let's EQ this. Okay, we're gonna jump into some drums. I have some drums pulled up. Some very, very simple drums. We're not even gonna lay that much, but we're still gonna keep in theme with the leave space for the bounce. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I mean. First thing I'm gonna drop is my riser sound. I'm gonna drop this hi-hat and this clap. Okay, now check out how I do this. You can already see what we're doing, leaving room for the bounce. That's the whole entire idea. Check it out. Now that we got that half down, let's duplicate this over. And we're gonna put it right where the second half starts. Let's drop some delay sync on that hi-hat. So with this hi-hat, what I want to do is enter this one in manually. I'm not going to use note repeat. The reason why is because I want to pause whenever I want to and give it that nice little bounce. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's lay this down. Very simple pattern, nice kick, nice clap pattern. Everything fits perfect. The hi-hats, normally when you look at my drum patterns, I have things that are filling in everywhere. But if you notice, these drum patterns have gaps in them. So I'm going to go through them. You see gaps here. You see a gap here. You see a huge gap here. You see gaps here. You have a whole entire gap here. You have a whole entire gap here, here. So you leave spaces in your drums to allow for that bounce to happen. And that space is what creates the bounce, not your patterns. When you leave that space and then a pattern comes back in, that's what creates the bounce. Now we can add to the bounce with the 808. The 808 is really, really important because that's what's going to give it the nice jolt. And it's going to start to add that flavor of something that DaBaby would rap on. So you got to have the right 808. I'm going to drop it in the higher octave and then I'm going to lower it down. I just want to make sure I get the notes right. So let's do it. Let's highlight that, drop that down to a lower octave. Check it out. Say what I want's good. Say what I want's good. Yeah, yeah. Do what I want's good. Do what I want's good. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's the bounce right there. Okay, now I'm going to get into the melody of the track. This is what's going to give it that vibe. So let's go ahead on and drop this. I have this nice pad sound pulled up. Like a pad synth sound. And I'm going to mute the drums and the 808 because I want to hear this melody and what it does. I want to make sure I get that in the right spots. This is not a counter melody to start playing everything. All this is just a nice backup sound that's going to give the hook a nice jolt. So we're just going to drop some hits just to kind of flare it up. Let's do it. you have it, guys. That is the beat. I hope you guys kind of picked up the concept of leave space for the bounce, and I can guarantee you guys will come out with a feel just like this. Make sure you guys drop me a comment below. Let me know if you got the idea of exactly what was done here. Also smash that thumbs up button if you're vibing with the beat. I really appreciate that. If you have to rewind the video, this is some good techniques for you guys that are trying to create beats like this. It's going to keep you sharp with it. I just want to remind you guys to tune in to the live stream on my Twitch channel. I make beats, tutorials, all that good stuff like this. The only difference is I get in depth and I show you guys some specific things that you will not catch on my YouTube channel. We also do beat reviews, beat critiques. We have beat battles, all that different type of stuff there. And you can win some free gifts and some prizes. So make sure you guys tune in to my Twitch. The link is in the video description, and don't miss the next live stream. That does it for me, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is the kid DZD, aka the Drink Kang, live from the Dungeon Palace Studios. I'm gonna play the beat for you guys, that way you guys can rock out. Make sure you guys have a good one. Peace.